COVID-19 pandemic has affected most of our economic activities and pushed our economies into recession. Due to good progress in the vaccination campaigns, life has started returning to normalcy.
L'Afrique de l'Est a connu une récession en 2020. Cela a été suivi d'une relance en 2021, mais la relance a été plutôt timide par rapport au reste de l'Afrique. Comme facteur aggravant à la crise de Covid, on a eu également dans la sous-région, évidemment, la crise ukrainienne, mais également, plus spécifiquement, il y a le changement climatique qui affecte très sévèrement la région de l'Afrique de l'Est, avec des épisodes sévères de sécheresse et également d'inondations. À cela, on a eu récemment une invasion de criquets. À tout cela, vous devez aussi ajouter le conflit en Éthiopie. Tout cela a contribué à un fort ralentissement de l'activité économique. À tout ça, ça contribue effectivement à faire baisser le pouvoir d'achat des populations et à réduire considérablement les marges budgétaires à la disposition des États.
Between the 28th of March and the 6th of April of this year, the Sub-Regional Office for Eastern Africa held a series of discussions with the private sector, the public sector, academia, CSOs, women and youth groups. The purpose was really to understand the financing situation in the sub-region.
The CFTA is part of a solution to break with the structural challenges in the continent and in Eastern Africa. The CFTA will create a liberalized continental market and accelerate the region's industrialization by increasing manufacturing, intra-regional trade, and investment. All the studies that have been done on the CFTA are in agreement that if non-tariff barriers are addressed and trade is facilitated, the CFTA will generate considerable benefits.
Another issue was the issue of the Ukrainian crisis, where fertilizer costs have been very, very high, and the region needs to look inward to come up with solutions.
We have a lot of 60% of arable land in Africa, yet we still depend on other countries to get our main food. So this is really a wake-up call in the agriculture sector.
Then there's also the need to build capacity of private sector to come up with bankable projects. And this calls for partnership between both the public and the private sector to make sure that the projects that the private sector comes up with are bankable.
So against this background, ECA Sub-Regional Office for Eastern Africa is providing technical support to member states to support African CFTA country and regional strategies, regional and national private sector surveys, the training of SMEs and government officials in trade negotiations and on the tools of the CFTA, the engagement with the East African Business Council and technical assistance to Somalia and South Sudan on the CFTA. All of these will raise awareness for the CFTA and help our countries in the region implement the CFTA successfully.
East Africa has immense potential in the agriculture and tourism sector, to name only a few. As an example, Rwanda, despite all the challenges that we just discussed, was able to record an economic growth rate of 2 digits. This is remarkable. And so after our consultation that we undertook in the sub-region, stakeholders really want to see thorough discussion on how to unleash this potential. The private sector would like to see its role and its place really rethought. They really want to become a real engine of growth in the economies. For that, they need to be more competitive and they need concrete support. Access to finance is a big challenge. The cost of finance is also a big challenge. The consumer will like the issue of inflation to be addressed. Women and youth also have specific issues. Infrastructure also is an important challenge that needs to be addressed, and so is climate finance. This conference of ministers is very timely and topical. We really look forward to concrete discussion and action put forth to address some of the issues raised by the stakeholders in the sub-region. And our office stands ready to support all our member states in this endeavor.